And we are live to the moon. So for everybody still waiting on Dogecoin to head to the moon, and you've come to the right place, because I'm going to give you guys another update that still shows that that's where it's headed. Following up to my previous video, we did have something interesting happen with the price action. We were right here consolidating at support. We broke out and tested that first price target that we were talking about at about 6 cents. And we did test that level 2 times, which eventually got a rejection. Now we're heading back down to support. And one thing we got to look out for now is a higher low at this support compared to what we had before. Then we can expect to see this bounce here, and Doge finally flipped 6 cents into a support. But for right now, the price is headed to the downside. So is this a buy opportunity, or a lower price is going to come if this support at about 4.5 cents does not hold? Let me show you what I think on the technical side, plus a little bit more things later in this video. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Currency.com's channel with your host, John, aka John Doge, John Doe, or whatever you want to call me. You can find me on Twitter at RealJohnDoe. And I like giving you guys these Dogecoin updates because it seems everybody likes engaging with these videos. They're one of the most viewed on our channel, and it keeps a lot of you guys updated on the latest information that's been happening. It's been about 2 weeks or so since the last Dogecoin video, so I figured now's a good time, and I'll give you the usual update with the trader sentiment, support resistance level, news, and then price action. And for that, we'll look at the Currency.com platform where you can buy or sell Dogecoin or trade it with leverage. And that's where we'll be having a look at those candlesticks and talk about possible direction and price targets in the upcoming weeks to month. And as we get into this video, I don't want to ask for too much, but I'll really appreciate it. Everybody watching right now, take a quick second to just hit that thumbs up button. If we can get this video somewhere between 500 to 800 likes, that would be great. It really helps out the channel, helps us out in the YouTube algorithm, so we can continue to put out all these videos for you guys. As you can see here, we do analysis on various cryptocurrencies, and that's what we do here. Keep you guys updated on all the latest info, so you guys can also continue to learn more. And we do try to have a no hype approach. We just stay realistic and talk about what we see happening in the current and don't make any crazy predictions. So far, it seems like you guys like that. So if you are interested and you aren't subscribed yet to the channel, then make sure you also hit subscribe, and also leave your feedback in the comments if you have any questions or what you would like to see in future videos. But for right now, in the present, let's talk about Dogecoin. First things first, let's have a look here at the trader's sentiment on Currency.com. It's showing right now Dogecoin is sitting down at that support level, broken down previous supports. But the good thing I do see is 94% buyers and 6% sellers on Currency.com. And the support and resistance levels for Dogecoin have not really changed since the last videos. The price did go up to test that first target that we were looking at 6 cents, which we'll talk about later. But right now, the first level of support to keep an eye on, still the same at about 4.5 cents, which is the monthly support for March. After that, around 4 cents, which was a monthly close for January, and also monthly open for February. And then the last support level, if it breaks, things will be bad, but that's all the way down to about 3 cents, which was the February lows. And to the upside resistance levels, we got 5 cents, which is right around that 21-day moving average. And then we got about 5.7 cents, and that is a pivot point where the price broke down from the previous trend line that it was on. And then the last resistance, which was a price target from my last video, and the price did go up and touch that level 2 times and got rejected. And that's right at 6 cents, which was also a resistance in February. And it looks like the same thing happened again for March. So now that's the level we need to flip into a support in order for Dogecoin to head up towards 7, 8 cents and flip those into new supports and then possibly test all-time high. Right, first things first, a little bit of news here regarding Dogecoin. So Elon Musk just announced that you can now buy a Tesla using Bitcoin. You know, with him being one of the leaders behind Dogecoin's new popularity, users all over Twitter started to ask him about Dogecoin also being accepted for Tesla. As you can see here, what about Doge? I want to buy with Dogecoin. Dogecoin next, Elon. So as of right now, as crypto gets more adoption, we can expect Dogecoin to be the next one accepted for Tesla. That's not official yet, but as soon as it is, it will be posted right here on Currency.com's channel. And with NFTs on the rise right now, Doge had to get in there. And this one Dogecoin NFT sold for $69,000, which was roughly 45 Ethereum at the time that it was sold. Here it is right here. Can you believe it? This picture sold for $69,000. Probably worth more now since it was an NFT. Also earlier this month, Mark Cuban announced that the Dallas Mavericks are now accepting Dogecoin as payment. And he said that they are now the largest merchant in the world for Dogecoin. And he's predicting that Dogecoin will hit $1. Well, Mark, I think you're right about that. But the real question people have now is when and not if. And it is interesting right now that billionaires like Mark Cuban and Elon Musk are taking risk into something like Dogecoin, which started off as a meme. And it will be interesting to see how this plays out in the long term. But always remember to stay safe, because these guys have billions of dollars, so they can afford to lose a few million. But retail traders that do come in and buy the top or end up spending too much than they can afford to lose, and a 50% or more loss in Dogecoin could be life-changing to people in almost the same way as it would be if it were to go up to $1. So manage your risk. If you feel uncomfortable about your investment, then it's probably not a good investment. But in terms of that, we do have some risk management and tips videos on our channel, so make sure you check those out. Okay, so last thing here, talking about price action. So right now, as new investors are coming into crypto, people wonder, what's the better buy, Bitcoin or Dogecoin? Both have been performing extremely well the past year. Bitcoin's price is up over 600%. Doge is up about 2,400%. And roughly a $40,000 purchase in Dogecoin a year ago would give you about $1 million today. The gains are pretty high, but the risk is also pretty high. Doge and Bitcoin are pretty similar. They are both designed for peer-to-peer payment. Doge is kind of the OG in terms of altcoins, since it was one of the first forks of Bitcoin from back in the day. Both can be mined and both are proof of work. And the difference is Bitcoin supply, that stops at about 21 million. But for Dogecoin, it is kind of endless unless some type of solution does come out in the next few years or so. If more development goes into Dogecoin. So the scarcity for Bitcoin makes it more valuable. But one thing I do see good right now is Dogecoin has the power of the people, kind of similar to how Bitcoin started off, and look where it's at today. So if crypto does stay with that narrative as it continues to grow, then if Bitcoin performs well, then I expect Dogecoin to perform even better. So the last video we came out with was right here around March 7th, I believe, March 2nd, March 7th that week. And the price was sitting here at support. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, we went up to test my 6 cents target, which we hit it right on the dot, and look what happened. We got a rejection. And then a good thing that happened here was a higher low. We tested it the second time, same thing, another rejection. And then the price broke this trend line here and started heading down. So the key things to watch out for is the support level that I mentioned earlier. You can see right now the price is sitting here at about 5 cents, 4 cents or so. And you can see where it consolidated here at support. What we need to do is get a daily close in this range above that previous support. And then we can expect a bounce from these levels to head back up to test 6 cents. And look at that. How many times is that tested now? You can see 1, 2, 3. That'll be the 4th time we're heading up above 6 cents now for Dogecoin. So I think this 4th time has to be the time when it finally flips into support, because if that happens, then we can consolidate finally in that range and continue the moon mission. And just let you guys know, over the years, crypto moved sideways during the month of March or down for years and years now. So upside does not really happen in March, but you got to look out for it in April and May. Over the years, those are usually the most bullish months, followed by December. So if a run does start, we'll take it all level by level. I'll keep you guys updated, so make sure you are staying tuned with the channel. First things first, we get a bounce here, flip this into support, head up, flip that into support, just like that. That's how you want it to play out. You don't want it to go straight up, because anything straight up, as you can see here, like in early February, straight up, not a lot of days of consolidation or creating support levels, and then each level just breaks down. And as you can see, we ranged here, which was the most amount of days before the way up. So that was the only support to the downside. But let me play back our last video real quick, a quick clip of what we're expecting for the price action. Then we come back, I'll give you my bullish price target for the next few weeks to month. And also, if things don't go well, I'll also give you a bearish price target on a spot that could end up being the low of the year and a good buy the dip range. That I'm seeing different this time around is we did get a higher low right on that same support level, indicating we could be ready for a reversal sometime in the beginning of March. First thing we'll need to see happen before we can expect that is a flip of this 200 moving average here on the 1 hour chart, which is also right around the 21-day EMA on the daily chart, which is right at around 5 cents. And if we do get a breakout, this is the next resistance right up here that we do need to flip into support. Let's say we have something like this happen, then that means Dogecoin is on a new uptrend, and then we'll need to look at price heading up towards all-time high. If we zoom out here, you can see all the lows that we've had, and now we are having higher lows. Then here are my price targets for March. So the first one that I'm looking for is right at around at least a test of 6.5 cents. And that is my first target. If we can flip that into a support range and consolidate there, a lot of buyers would step in, because you can also see we did range there quite a bit when the price was heading up towards all-time high and also rejecting from all-time high. So we would range in here between 6 cents and 7 cents. And that's where we would see either some sell pressure come for even another higher low, which is still bullish, or we could even see some more buy pressure come in and Dogecoin break out of there, continue the uptrend, make the 7 cent range into a support before breaking out to my next bullish price target for Dogecoin in March, right at around 9 cents. All right, so we just recapped the last video. And as you can see, we did touch that 6 cents target range. We did touch it 2 times now, but as clearly here, we did not flip it into support. So we got that rejection that we were expecting. Now we're hoping for a higher low. And if that happens, we get a bounce here. Then I got some new bullish price targets, pretty much the same thing. But I think if we do consolidate, then I'm going to be looking at even higher levels. And that would be, we get a bounce here, finally flip 6 cents into support. That's my first target, but I don't view it too much as a target because it's been tested a few times. So I think we will blow past it. 7 cents is my next price target, 7.1 cents. And as you can see here, back in February, we did have a little bit of range there. So that will be a support eventually as we head up to the upside. So right now I got 7 cents. And then after that, right at around all-time high, 8.5 cents. And even if we do get a rejection there, I think it come back down, give us a cup and handle, and then break out, bringing us past all-time high, possibly even 10 cents. So we got 7.1 cents, 8.5 cents, then 10 cents. But first, we got to take these on level by level. The closer levels here, like I mentioned, those resistance levels, we still got this 21-day moving average that's right above where we're at. And we still got this March range, and we still got that 6 cents range. And if you look here at the RSI, it's not oversold. There still could be some more downside for it to head into oversold territory, 30 range. But the good thing is it could also be bottoming out here at around 50 and heading to the upside, because as you can see on the Williams percent range here, it is oversold, and that could be heading up in an uptrend, which would line up with the price flipping 6 cents into a support level. That's only if things are bullish following previous years for April going into May. But here on the bearish side, looking at Dogecoin, if we don't get a bounce here and we get a daily close below this support right here, then things won't be looking good. But I still will see that as a buy to dip opportunity if you have a long-term vision for Dogecoin, like Mark Cuban has, price target right up to $1, maybe even a yearly low dip, because that would line up with the RSI getting back down into 30, being extremely oversold. And also we would head back down to this support here at about 3 cents. Which is a great range, because that would bring us back down to the yearly lows. And that 3 cent target is my bearish target as the yearly lows if the price does continue to break down and if we are going into a downtrend. So that wraps up this video. Just letting you guys know I'm remaining bullish on Doge as long as we are above this 4.5 cent range support. But if that breaks, then I'm going to reevaluate and then look for the price to head back down towards this 3 cent range, because it will lose this major support level. But I will keep you guys updated if any major move happens. Good luck with your trades. That's all I got for this video on Dogecoin. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button and also leave your feedback below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this video and also your price targets for Dogecoin in the upcoming weeks to months. We do go through all the comments and feedback, and we'll follow up again in the next video. But make sure you check out our channel because we have much more analysis on there. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in with me, John, here in Currency.com. For more trading videos just like this, please subscribe to our channel.